Gardeners have lots of challenges, that's for sure. But how about if your garden used to be a parking lot? We're here with Jan Erkert, happens to be the head of the Department of Dance at the University of Illinois. And this space, I think, as people would look around, they would think this must have been forever. It's been a garden. But actually, it wasn't that long. This was a parking lot. It was an old ice house. Kind of how did all this happen?
Well, it was in 2006, and my husband is an artist. He's a furniture designer, and I'm a choreographer and dancer, so we've always lived in alternative spaces. So we were looking for an old building to renovate. You know, you can't go through a realtor. So we were just driving by, the door was open, and I walked in, and it was a mess. It was full of junk all the way up to the ceiling, and it was falling down inside. But the bricks were beautiful. And when I asked him how about the property, he said, well, it goes way over there, and it includes this gorgeous big elm tree and the huge catalpa tree over here. And I was like, sold.
So you really saw the potential in this area. Now, obviously, being the head of the Department of Dance at the U of I, you're a very creative person. So how did that sort of expand out into the garden area?
Choreographers deal with space. And so I was used to arranging space on stage, and we deal with color. And so I was used to arranging color, and I was used to the way time works in choreography. And so putting a plant there and saying, oh, that exploded really fast, or that's moving really slow. So kind of this time, space, color, shape played out. And I felt like, oh, I have some skills here. But I didn't know anything about gardening, and so I had to learn a lot about earth and how to replenish the earth. I mean, we pulled out engines from this lawn, and we pulled out beer bottles, and we pulled out all kinds of stuff. So we had to gradually bring life to the earth itself.
So you brought in soil?
Yeah, a lot of topsoil, dug it up. And now when you put a spade in the ground, I think it's my favorite thing is that you get worms. And when we did before, it was like dead earth.
And as a gardener, I will say, you may not have gardened before, but you've caught the bug. I think you definitely have the garden bug. You have it. And I think the other thing great about this space is the fact that you've actually mixed in some ornamentals and edibles. So it's not like they're not all there together.
I think vegetables are beautiful as plants. The ferns of the asparagus are beautiful, so I put Russian sage with that. And this is an herb garden that has some flowers in it. So it's nice to just mix it up and allow things to spread and grow where they do their best. So.
And I think you bring such great perspective to the whole idea of garden design by coming from that creative dancer, choreographer kind of avenue. I think is really, I find it actually revitalizing myself. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jan Erkert here in Champaign, Illinois, who's the head of the department at the U of I, Department of Dance. And this is really beautiful. And thank you so much for sharing this with everybody.
Take a look at the house too.
Okay, great. Thanks.